Ex-prisoners, what is the saddest thing you've ever seen in prison? 1. A 57-year-old man on a life sentence high on spice crawling around on the floor screaming because he can see his dead mother towering over him looking at him in disgust. Not a pleasant thing to see. 2. When I was young, juvie, I was 15 or 16 at the time. Most of us there were older teens. 11-year-old kid was brought in for throwing rocks at one of his teacher's homes. Had an older fat guard who worked there. These were generally civilian guards, given we were juveniles. Well, this guy, named Travis, started being weird with the kid. At first kid was like any other 11-year-old. Happy-go-lucky. Travis got really handsy with him. At meal times he was like actively rubbing on him. We all saw it. Was a lockdown facility, so we weren't let out of our cells much either, but we all witnessed it. Guy was like rubbing his back, touching his leg. Within a few days, kid's whole attitude changed. We all knew Travis was assaulting him, even though we couldn't prove it. 3. I knew a guy who was never in trouble in his life. He was working in the automotive industry in Michigan and lost his job. He fell behind with child support payments and ended up doing time in jail. His very first night his two cellmates got into an argument because one of them couldn't find his bear claw snack. They finally stopped arguing and went to sleep. In the middle of the night, he was woken up by the guy beating the guy he accused of theft. He literally beat the guy to death. Apparently he had gotten a hold of some kind of pole or stick. The entire cell was just completely covered in blood. They end up finding out that the guy he accused of stealing it didn't steal it after all. I'll never forget the fear and look in guy's eyes when he told me what happened.